But first tonight, new details on a maximum security prison in our area put on lockdown over a death threat. Yesterday afternoon, a note was discovered at the ACI in Cranston.
Written on that note, about to kill an officer and retaliate against others. Eyewitness News reporter Susan Campbell is live in the newsroom now with more.
That death threat note was handwritten. We've learned this incident is still under investigation. When an inmate at the ACI threatened to kill a correctional officer Thursday afternoon, the maximum security facility went into lockdown for 2.5 hours.
It's kind of a wake-up call when we get this type of a threat to remind us of the dangerous job that we do. You know, it sounds a little corny, but you know what? Your next shift could be your potential last shift.
Richard Ferruccio is the president of the Rhode Island Brotherhood of Correctional Officers. He tells Eyewitness News the threat is tied to a known gang, and he says there's been an increase in violence, often gang-related, in the prison system.
In the last 2 months, we've had 150 violent bookings, January and February. That's something I've been here almost 30 years. I haven't seen those numbers in a long time. Many of these fights will carry over, spill over, so to speak, into the communities, and I think people need to be paying attention to this because there is a risk to the community.
A spokesperson for the Department of Corrections released a brief statement about yesterday's lockdown, saying in part, Director Wall was on site when the department's Special Investigations Unit and Correctional Emergency Response Team conducted cell searches and interviews with offenders during that period. No evidence or weapons were found. The statement goes on to say there appears to be no immediate threat. However, SIU investigators are still looking into this matter. If it's determined who made the threat, that inmate could face criminal charges. Live in the newsroom, Susan Campbell, Eyewitness News.